pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our first order of business tonight is a budget hearing, and we'll have Robin go over those numbers for us, if you would, please.
This is for the 2017 budget. The adoption date will be Tuesday, October 11th at 7 p.m. here in the town hall. Rainy day fund, $7,000. General fund, $350,000. Local roads and streets, $45,000, and motor vehicle highway, $87,000 for a total budget of $489,000. And the estimated max levy right now is $130,176. And as you know, this is what we are telling the state what we feel like we need to function properly, and they will say too bad, and we'll get the real thing before the end of the year this year. At least that's what they're promising.
Any questions? Do I hear a motion that we close the budget hearing?
I make a motion to close the budget hearing.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on then. You have the minutes from the previous meeting in front of you. Are there any additions or corrections?
Make a motion to accept them.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, Andy?
All right, underwater, Plant Street at 861,630 gallons since August 23rd. Our average daily usage is 41,030. Filters were backwashed on August 24th, September 2nd, and 9th. September back T is complete and is absent. And the August water report is complete and has been submitted to IDEM. The annual trihalomethane and haloacetic acid test is complete. We had a lightning strike at the water plant on August 26th and sustained significant damage. The auto dialer was damaged, the control board, and the detention tank transducer. The control failure caused the detention tank to overflow, and this leaked through the roof, vents, and damaged the lab ceiling. Peerless Midwest has replaced one transducer and is putting together an estimate for all the other repairs. I also talked to him, waiting to hear back from Chapman Electric. I want to put a lightning rod on our tank. And then I'm looking at a surge protector for the panel. We only had one time that it blew the fuses in the main panel for the pump controls. But most of the stuff that gets damaged is the stuff that's on 110. So I'm going to get a surge protector for the 110 panel out there to protect the whole panel. Then the other thing I talked to Tim Hill about, I want to add a secondary mechanical float in our detention tank. So that transducer got zapped, the water gets filled. The communication between the water tower and the plant were wiped out, so it was showing -5 feet of water in the tower, so the plant was trying to run. But the detention tank level wasn't coming up, so it brought all 3 wells online. So all 3 wells were running. Water was overflowing out of the tank because the high service pumps wouldn't come on because of the low water level lockout. So the computer thought the tank was empty when the tank was actually overflowing. And the water, when all 3 wells are running, it's so much water coming out of that thing that's it's literally flooding over the roof. I mean, it overflows gutters and everything, but then it goes in the roof fence and wrecked the ceiling. But what will happen? The way the circuitry is in our controls for the pump for the wells themselves, we'll put a float in there that will be a direct connect to that panel because they're all 3 together in there. So when that float goes off, it will kill the power at the starter for the pumps and shut the pumps off. If that transducer, because the transducer could even go bad on its own, they wear out. But if it ever wore out again, or lightning hit it, or a surge, or anything damages that transducer, that thing overflows, it'll shut it off. But they're getting a they're putting together a quote. I talked to Tim today, I thought I was gonna have it today. He said he'll definitely have it to me tomorrow, but for replacing the dialer and the control board on our main panel. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm gonna say this whole thing is probably gonna be, I bet it's probably gonna be in the 15,000 range with what they've already done. I know Robin's contacted our insurance.
Did you get that email from Peggy though? She had questions that need
Yeah,
answered.
I'm gonna get all that stuff to her, and I was kinda waiting, I was hoping to get this thing from Brian to send everything to her in one shot, or I said Brian and Tim Hill from Peerless Midwest. So, that's kinda where it's at right now. We're in normal operation, but that's what happened, when the dialer got knocked out, the alarm didn't call my phone. So, I didn't know until I went out there the next day that it had been running. And then, we repaired one water main leak and one meter pit leak, and one thing I left off here, we had the one fire, we used 80,000 gallons of water in that. Then our wastewater been performing daily checks to the lift station, the ponds, and the SSO during rain events. Sewer plant's closed and we're not discharging. We have been discharging for the past 2 weeks, and the chlorine system is fine. We're coming towards the end of our monitoring period. He actually sent me an email today about that. We've got to submit one more, even though I send him the stuff every month. We've got to put together our final report and send him all our E. coli figures, which we weren't even close. Most of my E. coli has been 1 or less. So there's really no issues there. We'll be able to get off this monitoring period and close this agreed order out completely. And so that'll be the end of it. Hopefully here in a month or so. And then we cleaned the sewer main between County Line and Meridian, heading east, turning, going down the same main between Central and Indiana. We had tree roots in 4 segments of that, and a decent amount of grease in there also. Then we cleaned the lift station as well when fluid waste was here. Under streets, Ron Hammond's completed the tree trimming. Playground mulch has been installed. The bushes and trees around the gazebo have been trimmed. The weeds have also been removed, and everything over there was mulched. Then I ordered new tires today for the Chevy 2500. They were about gone, and I had a belt break in it yesterday, and we'll have to rear tire. The cost is going to be approximately $800, and those are for Goodyear tires on the state bid. Then miscellaneous, we're going to be placing parking barriers at the ball diamond tomorrow. The league has volunteers coming to help, and they also have taken over all the mowing, trimming, and everything. So other than helping with a few miscellaneous things, whenever they made, piece of equipment or spreading some stone or something, they've mulched off and taken care of all that stuff, yeah. So. Under building, we had 7 inspections, 2 building permits were issued, 1 electrical inspection, and 1 building permit inquiry, and 1 zoning inquiry. And then Bex Hybrids started their seasonal housing facility. They're completing the plans for that water and sewer extension and hope to install that in late October. That's all I have. Unless you have any questions about anything.
Playground looks really nice.
Yeah, it came out nice.
Nice, gazebo as well.
Little bushy over there, but we got it in.
All right, thank you, Andy. Well, we'll move on to our code enforcement. Mary?
1 written notice has been issued, 2 tickets have been issued, and then I had 2 verbal notices issued also. One was a follow-up, and the other one was an issue where I had a ticket written up for the person. They went over there and we were able to resolve it another way. And I just didn't write them a written warning just because I didn't have one made up, but I'm pretty confident the issue's taken care of. And then, per your instruction in the last meeting, I gave a written notice about the trees in town right-of-way to 240 South Indiana and 175 East Main. And On Indiana, I was told they'd be trimmed, either last week or this week, I can't remember which, and they haven't been. And then, last I knew, one, on Main Street here, they were gonna try to talk to you, so, I don't know anything further than
Yeah,
that.
we have not had that conversation, so.
Okay. That's all I had. I've
Okay.
been a little busy otherwise with
Sure.
everything, so.
Do want to congratulate Murray on becoming a father since we last met. So Congratulations, Murray.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's doing good. He just had his checkup. He's gained almost 2 pounds already.
Great.
He's on like a weed.
What's his name?
Vincent.
Vincent.
All right, we'll move on to old business. Any old business tonight? We need to discuss. Okay, new business. On the agenda, Harrison Painter,
He's not here.
County Voice, and I don't see Harrison here, so. Cross him off. And we have a couple of utility adjust here.
Copies for everybody, just for you to sign.
Okay.
One was, Kevin's student, it was towed, and fixed it, so it didn't show up on the lease. And then the other one, I forget who the other one
James
was.
Quarter.
What's that?
Yeah, he filled his out.
Did they ever call that for a runway audit? Or those people?
No, without having been there full.
Hear a motion to approve those, or make a motion to approve both of those?
I'll second.
In favor?
Aye.
One's I didn't put the amount on that one, did I? Yeah, because it's only like $23. And then his was, Kevin Stoops was $34.59.
All right, any other new business tonight? Okay. Do I hear a motion, we sign the claims and adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion, we sign the claims during the meeting.
I'll second that motion.
That may be a record.
Especially right before festival. Let's shut everything off, so we don't change our minds.
17 minutes.